Okay? Number 3, seek godly counsel from godly people. When you're down, pag may nagawa kang mali or hindi mo alam ang gagawin, at kung ano yung plano mo sa buhay, sino ang unang-unang pupuntahan? Sadly, minsan, tatanungin pa natin yung mga toxic nating friends kasi gusto natin na marinig, nakakakiliti. Kasi ganito yan, lalo na pag conflicts. Ang heart mo, you're overwhelmed by emotions. Ang unang-unang lalapitan mo, hindi yung godly people. Kasi ang sasabihin niya sa'yo, kapatid, magpasensya ka, ganyan-ganyan, pag-pray mo lang. Ayaw mo nun, ang gusto mong marinig is, rest baka natin. Diba? So, alam mo yun kaya kadalasan, ang nilalapitan natin is, what? Yung mga friends natin na hindi ganun kakilala si Lord. Huhulihin pa natin yung mga pastor o yung mga elder o yung mga kapatid natin sa church pag wala nang lusot. Di ba? I mean, it's true. It's happening. Sino ba yung kinakancel mo? Si Madam Rosel ba? O si Madam... O sino ma? O si Madam Ore? Hindi analogy yan. Hindi yan comparison yan. So, I mean, horoscope ba sa tabloid? Ako titingnan? Hindi. People in the church. So, I'm really so sad whenever I hear members na ayaw makinig sa pastors o elders, no? Kasi, mapagsabihan lang, pakalamero na. I mean, it's happening. Kahit sa time ni Daddy, ang daming gano'n. Ni Pastor Eddie, ang daming gano'n. Kahit sa mga pinanggalingan kong church, there will be people who will be in their rebellious days or ways. Pero these pastors, of course, alam din nila na they should hold their heart. Na hawak pa rin ng Diyos yung life nila. Siguro for now, they're doing it. Pero eventually, kung sa Diyos yan, sa Diyos. Shit niya yan, di ba? Ayaw mo makinig sa pastor, pero sa horoscope, tutok ka. Uy, ano sabi sa cancer? Ibig sabihan, di ba? Proverbs 11:14. Where there is no counsel, the people fall. But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. Psalm 1:1-2. Blessed is the one who does not walk in the step with the wicked, or stand in the way that sinners take, or sit in the company of mockers. But whose delight is in the law of the Lord, and who meditates His law, babalik na naman tayo dun sa abiding in His word. So yun yung pangatlo, seek godly counsel from godly people. Okay? Alam nyo kasi na hindi, kadalasan sasabihin sa inyo, pagpasensya, ayaw mo nun gusto natin yung bismod agad din sila. Hindi tayo nagiging light and salt of the world. Nagiging pa tayo, source of fire pa o conflict. Now, yun yung dalawang ways in seeking or in taking delight. Two of the many ways in taking delight in the Lord or delighting yourself in the Lord. Now, doon naman sa susunod, doon sa verse na Psalm 37:4. Ano yung huli doon? And He will give you the desires of your heart. So how will God give the desires of my heart? Yun yung next question. Ito yung first, yung third na point ko. Simple lang. Believe and have faith. Lagi natin naririnig na. Now that your will is already aligned to God's will, kasi siya nang number one sa buhay mo, sinabmit mo na yung will mo sa will niya. Then believe that God will grant your heart's desires. 1 John 5:14-15. Touch natin yan. 1 John chapter 5 verses 14-15. So, okay. Nasa Christian walk ka na, kilala mo na ang Diyos, nasubmit mo na yung will mo sa will niya, siya nasusunod sa buhay mo. Then, now, this is the confidence that we have in Him. That confidence, yung confidence na yan, this is the confidence that is, ba't ka nagkaroon nun? Kasi you're loving God above all. Nagkaroon ka ng confidence, yun yung faith mo na binigay niya. That we have in Him, that if we ask anything according to His will, He hears us. So yun yung, and He gives you the desires of you. Okay? So in other translation, yung sa New Living Translation, actually ano sabi doon? Charlie, paano sa New Living Translation? Mas straightforward siya eh. New Living, NLT. Meron ba? And we are confident that He hears us whenever we ask for anything that pleases Him. Kita niyo yun? Kung ang desires natin is piniplease ang Diyos, He will grant it. He will grant those desires. He will give you those desires of your heart. Sa conclusion ko, later itatouch natin ang diyan. Sabi rin sa John 15:7, having faith and believing that yung i-grant ni Lord yung desires mo. If you abide in me and my words abide in you, you will ask what you desire. Tama ba? Yes. And it shall be done for you. Hindi ko na explain. But, nagawa na natin yan. You're keeping His word. But without faith, it is impossible to please Him. For he who comes to God must believe that He is, and He is a rewarder of those who diligently seek Him. Hebrews 11:6. So only believe, kapatid. Sabi rin sa Mark 11:24, therefore I say to you, whatever things you ask when you pray, believe you have received them, and you will have them. Mark 11:24. Kasi unang-una, ba't ka ba nag-aksaya magdasal? Type din nyo, tulog ko na lang. Bakit? Kasi naniniwala ka, it will work. Ngayon, kung may duda ka kahit 1%, doon na hindi didigin ng Diyos yun, huwag ka magdasal. Ano ba yung just to say a prayer? I mean, you're taking chances. You're not taking chances whenever you pray. May guarantee yun. Diba? As long as aligned yung will mo sa will mo. Okay, sometimes it takes a long wait or it takes some pain for us to receive what our hearts are longing for. Paano din nilolong ng heart natin? It takes a long wait or it takes some pain. Like, just think of what Jesus has endured, all the pain. Then, hindi mo na maiisip yun. Remember, Romans 8:28, one of my life verses. And we know that all things work together for the good to those who love God, whom He has called according to His purpose or will. So, mangyayari ang kalooban niya. Sometimes it takes time and it takes pain. Minsan ayaw mo, kasi ito yung gusto kong way, pero si Lord gagawa na ibang way to pull you out from that. And then, to place you in the position or dun sa gusto niyang mangyari sa buhay mo. Okay? So, pag hindi maganda nangyayari, all things work together for good. Yun lang. So, in conclusion, I would like to equate Psalm 37:4 to Matthew 6:33. Okay? Delighting yourself in the Lord is seeking His kingdom and His righteousness. And He will grant your heart's desires, meaning all these things shall be added unto you. Kahit nga hindi din na-desire ng puso mo, bibigay na niya lahat. Diba? Actually, all these things, nandiyan na yung wants, nandiyan na yung needs. Una yung needs, di yan mawawala. Yung provision, yung wants, yung desires, lahat na yan. Pero yung dahil alam mo na ang words na Jesus is in you na, yung mga desires mo aligned na sa will niya. Okay? So now, the challenge is, let us examine our heart's desires. If yung desires ba na to, malapit sa kalooban ng Diyos. Kasi hindi bibigay ni Lord yung mga naisin mo pag ikapapahamak mo lang. Sabi ko nga kanina, Proverbs 10:22, the blessing of the Lord brings wealth and He adds no trouble to it. Kung ang kayamanan mo ngayon nagpapalayo sa iyo sa Lord, hindi galing kay Lord yan. At ikapapahamak mo yan one day. Kahit si Satan, kaya niyang, I don't want to use the term bless, pero kaya niya magbigay. Kaya nga niya ibigay yung mundo sa iyo. But what profit a man? Kung ang gain lang niya yung word. Pero ang nalulus niya is yung soul. Yun yung importante. Kung yung road to success mo, ang tinahak mong road ay corruption sa pagyaman, yung yaman na yun na makukuha mo is not from God. Yung natin pagkakatandaan. Kung naging mapanlamang ka, Kung nasan ka mo ngayon dahil sa panglalamang, pang-iisa, hindi galing sa Diyos. Okay? So, pray to the Lord to teach you His ways. Always seek Him, and for sure, you will find Him. Nasa word niya yun. Ito, listen, always remember this. The closer our heart's desires to God's causes, alam naman natin yung God's causes, di ba? The more God will grant them.
Amen.
So yung will, desires natin aligned na sa will. Kaya magre-respond si Lord sa desires ng heart. So babalik tayo dun sa hypothetical na scenario. Yung sa kanina sinabi ko na, Lord, bigyan niyo naman po ako ng Range Rover para gwapo. Ngayon, iba na. Lord, ang nais ko po, isang malaking sasakyan na magdadala ng kaluluwa patungo po sa inyo. Then doon bibigyan ng Lord yan. Baka aeroplano pa, hindi kayo. More than that. Yun yung gusto kong i-point out kanina. So dati, yung purpose mo, magkaroon ka ng Range Rover para pogi. Hindi yun sa kakalaluhatian ng Diyos. Hindi. Kaya gusto mo magkaroon ng something, magkapera yung mama, is to draw people near to Him. Okay? And that is the very purpose of our Christian walk. To walk according to His will and to draw people near Him, near to Him. Holy and blameless. Now, what is our heart's desires? Unang-una, do not follow, sabi nila, follow your heart down. Well, follow your heart if you know that Jesus is in your heart. Kasi if Jesus is in your heart, you're following Jesus. Pero actually, follow Jesus, not follow your heart. Follow Jesus who is in your heart. Guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life. So always examine our heart's desires. Kung kalooban ba ito ng Diyos. Kung tayo magtaka kung ang desire natin is, babalik ako dun sa bata pa ako, yung nag-aaral ako, pag may bagyo, Lord, palakasin niyo pa po ang bagyo para walang pasok. Will ba yun na Lord para ipag-pray? Ganun simple. Diba? Ngayon, nasa opisina ka, Lord, I pray na yung boss ko magkasakit, ayoko siya makita ng araw. Hindi, kasi yung desire mo hindi align dun sa will ng Lord. Ganito, ang align ng will ng Lord, pag-pray mo yung boss mo, Lord, baguhin niyo ang puso. Give me chance na makausap siya at introduce ko. Yun ang will ng Lord, and He will give you the desire of your heart. So let us always check kung desires ba natin sa ngayon, kung ano yung mga desire natin. Gusto ko, Lord, magka-sweldo ng 20K, 25,000. Bakit? Unang-una, sa sweldo ng 10K o 5K o 3K, di ka nagtatides. Bibigyan pa kita ng 20K. Parable of the 10 talents. Di ba? So may purpose lagi sa mga desires natin. Kung yun ay ikakawalhati ng Diyos, ibibigay niya yun sa'yo. At if ikaw, Christian, you're following Jesus, you're abiding in His Word, ginawa natin lahat ng sinabi ko kanina. Number 1 is to love God above all, know His will, and then believe and have faith. Hindi natin namamalayan, yung desires natin aligned na sa will niya. So, He will grant you. Yun lamang po. So, I want to end in a prayer. Lord, Father God, we thank you for the word na aming narinig. Panginoon, to the Jesus, cultivate in us a deep abiding faith and teach our hearts, Lord, ng iyong kaparaanan, Panginoon, at give us a very teachable heart to know your ways and to always acknowledge you, your name, in everything that we do. Give us the strength, Lord, to withstand this world through your word. Maging daluyan kami ng pagpapala, maging daluyan kami ng iyong salita. Sa ganun po, Panginoon, ay carry out po namin ang aming mission sa mundong ito, which is to disciple, to reach out to people. Lord, teach us in our hearts. Ang purpose po namin dito is more, not just to be a successful businessman, a successful employee, a successful family man or a mother, whatever. Maging desire po namin ang maging daluyan po, Lord, ng iyong salita at maging participant sa ikalalago ng iyong simbahan, Panginoon. As we look unto Jesus, the finisher and author of our faith. Father God, maraming salamat po sa buhay ng bawat isang nandito. Continue to cleanse our heart, to make us holy and blameless. I know it's hard, but Lord, through you, through Jesus, we're